pretty good out here, doesn't it? My sister and her friend were in the other night. Got her friend into kind of joking about the old Tom Sawyer, Huck Finn stories about getting your friends to paint a fence. Well, I never realized how much her friend enjoyed a fire. Man, he got hauling stuff through here up by the armload and dragging it out there, and we had a nice that big roaring bonfire. Things went great.
What you pondering now?
Oh, just thinking about how a plan comes together.
What? What? Are you filming that?
But he's also a history buff, and the next morning I happened to show him a really good history book in the area. Well, he ended up with his nose in that book all day, and I didn't get any more work out of him at all. I kept the fire going all the next day, but I'd go out in the rain and drizzle, and he never followed me out. He kept his nose in that history book, so anyway, I kept burning all the next day too, but at least I got one good night out of him. Then I come out after they left, and a couple hours I was able to get the rest of that split up, and a lot of it hauled in the woodshed. I'll get this cleaned up now. I thought you might enjoy my new sign while I brought that wheelbarrow up. A friend of mine moved to Texas, and he didn't need that at his house anymore as a joke, so they thought this would be a good place for it. I just need to find, like Sven's sewing machine, I just need to find the best location to get the most effect out of that sign. My sister tells me too many times my butt ends up in these shots, so even though this is kind of awkward, I'm trying to keep my front side to you so I don't hear it from her again. That's not the sister that was here. See, I got twin sisters. The one that was here, that was twin B. Twin A is the one that gives me a hard time about my posterior showing up in too many shots. She was here years ago too, but only for a day visit. It was summertime and the bugs would have been too bad to stay out here, but I do try to pay attention to my critics. I should maybe put the sign over here. Might keep people from lingering out here too long, getting the line. These spruce grouse are up on my chicken grit, but I'm going to take that shovel and I'm going to scrape off what we call the good stuff now and see how long it takes them to get over there. That was balsam firewood we were just putting in the woodshed there, and the stuff I put in earlier, it died last year and it wasn't quite as good, so I put it over on a different pile, and that'll be burned next spring or next fall. The stuff we just put in is it'll sit there over a year, but that particular tree had just died. In fact, the needles weren't all the way brown yet, and it'll be really good firewood. It goes bad fast standing, but if you can get it in the woodshed, you can get some decent heat out of it, and it dries down to a nice solid piece of wood. So over here, I've noticed that I've got a big, tall balsam. Now, this is what I mean, if you can see how that tree is dead. It hasn't gone completely brown yet, but by next spring that top will have rotted and fallen out, and the rest of the wood will start to deteriorate. So I'm ambitious right now. I'm going to drop it down, and I got space in the woodshed for it. I'm getting ready to cut a tree down, but by the time I come back over, they've moved over to their favorite stuff, the natural stone. It took 13 minutes for them to move off the pile and get over on what they think of as the good stuff. My goal is to drop this tree right here, right in this slot. I must admit, I'm 12 inches to the right of where I wanted to be, but we'll take it. Wonder who I could invite to come out and enjoy a campfire tonight. There's a lot of work ahead of me there. Every tree is different, so it's always interesting to see how easy they're going to come apart. Yeah, we'll be okay. Must have been that second pot of coffee today. Got on a roll here. Got that whole tree taken care of. You know, I said I was going to get it before it went rotten, but even the bottom couple sections here, all they're good for is they're already punky, so they'll go on the firewood pile. But after a couple sections up, it was good solid wood. It'll be a good burn. The tree we took down was on the edge of an area I've been working on here. That drizzly day when my friend was inside reading all day and I hauled load after load out of here. This is what I got cleaned out. I'll go in there now and I'll kind of make a long-range plan. And I might take out a few more little balsam and maybe, well, it's good and wet like this, so I might bring in some birch saplings from somewhere on the property and get them started. So kind of try to figure out what it can look like in the future. Just a few days left. I'm using the digital voltmeter and I'm keeping a close eye. I'm trying to keep all my batteries close to topped off as possible. So when I come back after the new year, they'll still be in good shape. Yeah, well, come on in. Kind of nasty outside. You want to sit with a wood stove too? Might as well get warm with the stove. Come on over. Want some coffee? Come on in. Yeah, come on, don't Make yourself at home. Don't be a stranger. Looks like the neighbor from Home Improvement there. Coffee's on. You like tea? I think you're about loaded up. Oh, cram one more. Oh my goodness. A big vacuum cleaner. How can you fly?